Hey y'all, this is Jeff with Atlantic Arcade Sales. Welcome to your Fun Zone cabin. And this is one of the most important games that we have here. There's some phenomenal games in all these cabins. This is the Supercade. This game plays nearly 5,000 games. And there's quite a bit you need to know how to operate it. So this is going to be a video that you can use while you're here on vacation to help you and the kids understand how to play. To get to the game menu, the main game menu, anytime you're going to hold down the bottom red button, that's going to put us here. Then you simply use your joystick to scroll from Arcade Classics, Atari Classics, Atari 7800, ColecoVision, Sega. You can see all the different ones that are on here. PlayStation, TurboGrafx, and all games. And let's say, just make sure, let's say we want to play arcade games. So we're going to go to arcade games and we're going to hit player 1. That's going to take us into the arcade menu. Here we can choose between thousands of arcade games. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. So let's say, you know, you're like me and you like Moon Patrol. So I'm going to get the Moon Patrol, then I'm going to press player 1. Player 1 is going to load the game now. Now with arcade games, when you're playing arcade games, this is the only ones in here, you have to credit them. So to simulate the credit button, right here, it's going to be a red and white button on the front. And then, now that it's loaded, we push the button. And now we're getting credits. Then to play, we're going to hit player 1. Now, anytime you're playing a game and you want to get out of it, you're just going to simply hold down player 1, 2 seconds, and let go. Don't hold it longer. 2 seconds will take care of it. Now, let's say you go, so once again, we can scroll through. You can scroll one at a time by pushing the joystick up or down, or you can scroll fast by pushing the joystick left or right. So that way you can get through a lot of these games really fast. That's the end that way. I push it to the left and look how quick I can go through thousands of games. So, now let's say you want to play one of the great console games. So, while we're in this menu for Arcade Classics, we're going to hold down player 1 for 1 second. Not player 1, we're going to hold down the bottom red button. The bottom red button for 1 second. Now we can scroll through Atari, all these different great games that you want to play. So let's say you want to play Super Nintendo. Now we're going to hit player 1 and it's going to take us into Super Nintendo. Now with these games and console games, you don't have to worry about crediting them up or using the credit button like you do with the arcade games. All you have to do to play these, you just simply, pick which ones you want to play. And we'll pick out something here someone might want to see. Look there, Super Punch Out. So here we go, Super Mario World, Mario 2, there's even Mario Kart. So when you get in here, let's say Mario Kart, and you want to play, you're going to now push player 1. And it's going to load up just like it would on your Super Nintendo. And there you go. And you're going to be able to manipulate things now by pressing player 1 and player 2 to pick what you want to do. So you can hit player 1, play 1 or 2 players. But once again, when you're done playing this, you want to get out, you want to go to another game, you're going to hold down player 1 for 2 seconds and let it go. Now you're going to go back to the game menu. Now this is the only way you can get back to the main menu. If you want to get back to the main menu, you have to first get to the game menu. So now we can go through and scroll all the different Super Nintendo games, anything you want to play. But if we want to get back to the main menu, we're going to push this bottom red button. And it's going to take you right back to the main menu. Once again, just keep in mind when you play arcade games, you have to credit it. So here we're at PlayStation. We're going to hit player 1. Now we're inside PlayStation. You can play any of these games you want. It's really cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you once again how to get to the main menu from a console menu. So we're now in the console menu. We're going to push the bottom red button 1 second. And now we're back at the main menu. And you can scroll through there is an all game menu here. Instead of going through each system, you can go to an all game menu. You hit player 1 to get in it. And now you're in the all game menu. You can literally scroll through all the games here. And it'll show you up here top the different systems that you're using. If it shows a header, that's an arcade game. And remember, all arcade games have to be credited. So, once again, to get back, as long as you're in a menu, to get back to the main menu, push bottom red button, 1 second, and now you're back at the all game menu. If you play arcade classics, remember, all those have to be credited like you're putting a quarter in, and you do that with this red and white button. It's just like the real arcade games. Hope you enjoy your game. If you have any questions, let the folks know here at Fun Zone Cabin, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. We're going to have instructions printed up soon. We're going to go in each cabin, and you're going to get a link to show you how to play your game right here at Fun Zone Cabins. Hope you guys have a blessed vacation.